Welcome to Community Conversations. I am Queen Miss Ebony J. You're listening and watching 1230 The Buzz, your talk station, 101.1 The Wiz, and 100.3 Cincy's R&B station. I am Queen Miss Ebony J. It's always a pleasure coming in to talk about what's happening right here in the Queen City and how nonprofit organizations are truly making a difference. And today we have in here Miss Meghan Nowland, who is the owner of Safer Birth Foundation. How are you doing today, Queen?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. It's always a pleasure talking with you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, girl. You know, I love the positive vibes that you bring, and I love what you're doing and how you are changing lives over at Safer Birth Foundation. So I wanted to have you come on and talk to everyone and tell us about your organization. So just in case they have never heard of Safer Birth Foundation, tell us what it is that you all do.
Absolutely. So we have a problem in not just Ohio, but especially in our city of too many Black babies are dying and too many Black moms are dying in childbirth. And so we're doing everything we can to change that. We believe that midwives are the solution, and training more midwives, and especially Black midwives in our community, is a solution. So we do three things right now. We have a program to train birth assistants who help midwives, and it's kind of a way to enter the profession as a midwife and kind of get your feet wet and make some money as well. And then we have another program. So right now we do home births and are opening up a freestanding birthing center in Cincinnati. And right now with home births, Medicaid won't cover. So for folks that want home births, we have a Midwives Access Fund. We've received a grant through the Greater Cincinnati Foundation to cover the cost of care for folks that have Medicaid, so that they can receive the benefits of midwifery care as well. And in our last program, we have a Grow Midwives program. So we provide education and coaching and development opportunities for student midwives and currently practicing midwives in the area.
Oh, this is amazing. So we have so much to talk about. First, let's run it back. Why did you decide to start this organization? How long have you all been around?
That's a great question. So I've been a midwife for 8 years, and I've been in Cincinnati for 8 years. And I did my training. I'm not originally from Cincinnati. I did my training in San Antonio, Texas, and I'm originally from the East Coast. And I lived in Illinois for a little bit growing up and kind of learned about how when you look at the Midwest compared to the rest of the country, like we're not doing well when it comes to our moms and babies. And so I really wanted to try to change that. And moved here, found a job, love, Cincinnati's got great culture, got great history, and just wanted to see like, how could I help make it better for our city and our community, and was working as a midwife, and I just felt like I could do more. And so I just felt like we needed to really invest in future midwives. And, we know that midwives are the answer for like preventing preterm birth and having really good outcomes and really high rates of breastfeeding and patient satisfaction. So like, how can we grow that? And that's kind of what got me started on this journey to open up a birth center.
So let's talk about home birthing. That's something that's and I know I've heard it, but I didn't know that a lot of people were doing it. So talk about the benefits of why it's important to do home births.
Yeah, that's a great question. And so when you have a trained midwife with you for a home birth, they actually just came out with a study this week that showed that doing a home birth with a trained midwife can be even healthier than having a planned hospital birth. So just fewer interventions. So, really low rates of C-section. We have a C-section rate of like 5 or 6%. Really low rates of, we don't do like forceps or vacuum. So it's just more natural, and it allows your body to do what it's designed to do. And so those are the different benefits. And breastfeeding is a lot easier when you have a natural birth, because the babies come out and they're not as sleepy and tired from the different medications they can get if you're in the hospital. So those are some of the benefits.
So let's talk about your mission, because we know that the whole goal is for you to have a safe birth. We know it's a miracle anyway, right? The baby come out, so much goes along with it. As it relates to the mission of the organization, your goal is to make sure we have more safer births?
Absolutely. And we really believe that we can, help that become a reality in a future for Ohio, when we really foster, the next generation and the current generation of women that want to, step in this problem and be the solution by, becoming midwives and becoming doulas and becoming birth professionals.
Now, I heard you speak earlier about the fact that you all provide the education and you all provide the coaching. Talk to us about that. What does that look like? How can people get that information?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have one of our staff members, Miss Tanya Dumas. She's awesome. She ran for city council a few years back, and she's got many, many years of leadership coaching. So she's able to meet with our, student midwives or future midwives and provide some career coaching. We're members of the African American Chamber, so we also have that benefit for, student midwives or doulas that are interested in becoming midwives. And then we provide trainings. So like birth assistant is a training that is kind of like a step to becoming a midwife. And so people can find out about us on our website, cincinnatibirthcenter.com. We've got a page about the Safer Birth Center, the Safer Birth Foundation on our website.
What are some of the current efforts that your organization have provided out already, just to make sure that this mission has come alive?
Yeah, so a couple of things. One thing that's really important is like tracking our outcomes and making sure that what we do is what we say, and those things are consistent. So we received a grant through the Greater Cincinnati Foundation to provide for this Midwives Access Fund. And last year we were able to give 12 of our clients the financial aid. And then with this grant, we received the grant in this year. We've already in the first quarter been able to give 12 people this grant, which is really exciting.
That's right.
Yeah, it's exciting. And then we're part of a research project through the American Association of Birth Centers, so perinatal data registry. And it's voluntary, so nobody has to do it if they don't feel comfortable. But we can take their information and just kind of follow throughout the pregnancy. And it's all anonymous, so it doesn't have like their name associated with it. And just track the outcomes and show that they are really consistent, that we really see really good outcomes, even when, say, maybe people that have other things going on in their pregnancy, say they have more stress from having a lower income or something like that they're still having really good outcomes.
This is totally amazing. We know the woman goes through so much in every period of birth, from the moment she finds out she's pregnant all the way up into having a baby. So to make sure that she has an organization like this, you all are there to support her in making the decisions. And you all are, I'm loving the fact that you're not just doing it, but you're creating a whole nother lane for other people who have that same passion that you had. That's extremely important these days, is that we do what we love and what we have a passion for. And so you're coaching and providing the education and giving them the assistance they need. I love, you said 12 was what you did last year. You already in first quarter have hit those numbers thanks to this grant from Greater Cincinnati Foundation. So the mission is continuing on. I'm loving it, Queen.
It's so exciting. It's all about support. When our big passion, it's like when women are loved on and supported through their birth and through their pregnancy experience, they can come out of it so much stronger and more powerful. And, by contrast, if they go through it and they don't have that support, they can kind of come out of it feeling depleted and feeling like, they're even just physically depleted. And so that's what we're about, is building that support network, through the pregnancy, through the birth. And then it just like results in, like, we had a mom that gave birth like a year and a half ago, and she had this birth, and afterwards she's like, I feel like I can climb Mount Everest if I want to, like I can do anything because I know I had such a great birth and I was supported, and I know, like, I just felt like I could take on the world. So
yes, that's what it's all about. You're listening to 1230 The Buzz, your talk station, 101.1 The Wiz and 100.3 Cincy's R&B station. I am Queen Miss Ebony J, and we are here having a conversation with Safer Birth Foundation. Meghan Nowland is the owner, and she is here to just really talk to us about how they are supporting these women through safer births and providing the education for others. I want to ask you this: how can the community support you?
yes, we want more community support. It's always a good thing. So really excited to announce we're having a fundraiser and open house next weekend. So not this weekend, but the following, the 14th, 15th, and 16th. You can find out about it on our website, cincinnatibirthcenter.com, or on our Instagram page. Friday night, we're doing like drinks and some appetizers. So if you want to kind of get really dressed up and go out with your boo, like you can do that on Friday night from 5 to 8. And then Saturday, we're doing a family day. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a bouncy house, face painter, plant a seed activities. And so that's going to be from 10 to 1. We'll have some food as well. And then Sunday, we're having a tea and cookies event. So if you want to do that, we're going to have that from 11 to 1 on Sunday.
Okay. And if we want to be involved, how do we do that?
Absolutely. Yes. Go to our website, cincinnatibirthcenter.com, and Safer Birth Foundation. Go to that page, and there's information about how you can give and donate. You can set up a recurring donation. You just click the link and it'll take you to the PayPal site where you can donate to the Midwives Access Fund.
Now, if I'm someone that has a passion, and I just want to, be a part, maybe even learn, how do I sign up, or do I need to qualify? Is there any stipulations of joining Safer Birth Foundation?
We would love to have more members. We would love to have more people get involved. So please give us an email, call us. We would love to connect with you.
You heard her. We want to make sure that everybody is well informed about all the great things that Safer Birth Foundation has been doing. So you want to make sure you get connected. Maybe you know someone who is pregnant right now, or trying to just, it's all about what she said earlier, support. We have to support each other, and the way to do that is to share information. When you're hearing about Safer Birth Foundation right now, somebody else may not even known what they do, who they touch, where they are. Where are you all located?
We are located in Walnut Hills, 841 Lincoln Avenue. So we're kind of right near Gilbert and Martin Luther King Boulevard, right off the highway, right close to 75 and 71.
Yeah, so now you know where they are. You can stop on by. Again, we just want to make sure that we are supporting those that are around us. I know there's so many different things that the agency does, and we just want to make sure everybody is well informed. That's what our show is about. We want to make sure you know how you can be connected, and we want you to connect to Safer Life. So for those who may just count the tail end, again, go ahead and reiterate what it is that you all do and why it's so important for them to come hang out this weekend.
Absolutely. So Safer Birth Foundation, we're here to improve our birth outcomes in Cincinnati. We're doing that by improving a person's ability to get midwifery care if that's what they want. So accessing midwife, we provide financial aid. We also are here to help train up midwives. So we have a birth assistant training, and we have coaching and career development and financial aid for midwives in Cincinnati and future midwives in Cincinnati.
Yes. So if you're interested and you need the support, you want a midwife, you need help at home, like that's what they do. And they understand that it's not cheap. So we have scholarships that you can apply for. Financial aid is available, but you have to qualify. Is there something specific that you have to do to qualify?
Yeah, so as long as you qualify for Medicaid, you should qualify for the financial aid. So
period. We here to support and make sure that you get the things that you need. Now, I know birth assistance. If I want to be a doula, I already have the qualifications. Is there like an easy transfer to come and join, or what does that look like?
yeah, so our birth assistant training, we go through the American Association of Birth Centers. So it's a certificate that you get. And the training that we do includes the hands-on skills. So you get to like practice the skills. And then also if you're already working as a doula, you may or may not already have like CPR and neonatal resuscitation. So those are some other things that we can help you get training in, or, work with what you have. And we will be offering CPR training as well, if that's something that you need, and neonatal resuscitation training. So just get in touch with us and we will connect with you, and we would love to work with you. If you're interested in becoming a birth assistant, reach out.
Yes, CincinnatiBirthCenter.com. Make sure you head on over to the site, get connected, go learn more, share the news with other people who may be informed, because I know I got to share this on my page. I didn't even know this was a service, this was an access, like you hear about it, but I didn't know it was big. And now the fact that we have a whole organization that is really committed to making sure that our babies are delivered safe, our moms are safe, and they have the support, we need to rally behind this organization. So like she said, if you're interested in donating, volunteering, or being a part, please make sure, again, you head on over to CincinnatiBirthCenter.com. Thank you so much, Miss Meghan, for coming by and talking with me today.
Thank you so much, Miss Ebony.
I'm looking forward to the events. Tell us again for open house.
All right. So next weekend, Friday, the 14th from 5 to 8, Saturday, the 15th from 10 to 1, and Sunday, the 16th from 11 to 1 for our open house. Come on by in Walnut Hills, Cincinnati Birth Center.
There we go. We invited to the house. You got to stop on by and come see the location. And again, come and support. Bring a friend when you come, okay? Don't just come by yourself. Bring a friend with you. Thank you again, beautiful, for coming by.
Thank you so much.
It's 1230 The Buzz, your talk station, 101.1 The Wiz and 100.3 Cincy's R&B station. This is Community Conversations. If you would like to be a guest, all you have to do is be a nonprofit making a difference. You can slide in my DMs, or you can always send me an email, msebonyy@radio-1.com. That's Miss Ebony J at radio-1.com. I'll be back with more community conversations after these messages.